Hey everyone, Optimus Wilbur here, and this video is not suitable for children under the age of 13. This is aimed at young collectors and adult collectors. Let's start the video. I mean, I think I should just cut into it just here, and just like how that's not. Oh well, welcome everyone back to our Optimus Wilbur podcast. I genuinely forgot how the fuck I start these. With me, I have Danni Dolphin returning again. Hello. This is a part 2 that we should have done, but my piece, it was my laptop. It decided to have a different story that night. But of course, we're going to continue. So what we're going to talk about is one thing me and Danni really enjoys us to are gamers. We are proper gamers. So Danni, what was like your first memory of a game?
My first memory of a game, my mom, like when I was like 3 or something, she took me to an arcade, and I remember playing like the Pac-Man arcade as a like really young, like first memory ever of a game.
Was that the rollerball on the arcade?
Yeah, like it had that little joystick, and it was like a tabletop one. Yeah, and that was the first thing I ever remember. I'm thinking, like, she was like, try this, And then I was playing that, and I was just like so dumb and stupid and 3 years old, but I was like, I thought it was pretty cool. And then, of course, my first console, they got me like an NES when I was like, 7 or something.
Yeah, I think that's everybody's first console, because I'm the same. My NES is... I probably could hook it up, but I need a good old shit TV. My one's sitting over there, and it's just basically now... it's like a little shrine. So I've got like the gold Zelda NES cartridge, and the Ocarina of Time next to it, stuff like that. Did you ever have the Genesis, or was it Mega Drive in Canada?
No, we had Genesis, but I didn't have it. But a neighbor, in the neighborhood, we'd always go to my one friend's house, and her brother had a Genesis, so I played Sonic like a lot, but I just never played it like at my house. And then my neighbor eventually got that Sega TV stuff. Yeah, and I played, and they were like my actual neighbor, and I'd go over there, and I had Super Nintendo at the time, so we just kind of played each other's houses like every other day. So,
right. So if you had a Super Nintendo, you had an NES. So your NES, what was your favorite game you played on it?
Yeah, I usually don't have favorites, but
you don't know?
I don't really for some stuff, but for NES or SNES, I really do, because it's Donkey Kong Country, because it just it changed my life. Like I saw it, and then at Christmas time, I think my nephew got it, or cousin, and I was like, I need that, Mom. And like it was Christmas Day, and I'm begging for a new game, right? It was so funny.
Just go to the shops.
Yeah, get to the shop, Mom. You forgot this. Why'd Santa not bring me this? But it was like. Yeah, but I'd say I loved the first Donkey Kong Country, and I like the other ones too, but the first one just has such an impact on my life,
Yeah, if it was me, I do have favorites, I've got to admit. So when it was the NES, Mario 3 was incredible, and that was just one of the ones that, because I had the Master System at the time, and I had the NES, so I was just one of those kids. It was just I either played soccer or I just played the computers. That was me. I'm happy. And Mario 3 was incredible. But with the Super NES, it'd have to be Super Metroid. That was one of my favourite games. But one of the things it does, it blows me away constantly when I've seen your Instagram, and if you want to follow Danni on Instagram, there's going to be links, people, by the way. So check it out. You need to see this collection. You need to see this collection. The amount of rare games you get, pal, is insane.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, the thing is, for me, in the last 6 or 7 years, I built up a pretty good rapport in my town. So now, like pawn shops and like stuff like that, people give me tips like, "Oh, do you want to look at this first? And I'll give you a cheaper discount, right?" And like people hold stuff for me. "Oh, do you have this?" Just because I built up that rapport, and yeah, I spent a lot of money before, buying stuff from them, and just being like, following through. Like the one guy gave me a game. He's like, "Take it home early just to try it," and I only put so much money down. I came back, paid the rest, right? So they like kind of look out for you once they can trust you or whatever.
Yeah. No, I used to have the only thing I kind of had was my best friend, who's I consider like a brother. He was the manager of Game over here, which is like the equivalent of GameStop, and I would get the games a bit early, so I'd have Halo Reach a couple of days early before the game officially launched. Wow. Yeah, and then it's when you beat the game on launch day, and it's like, I can't believe the ending, and it's like, how did you beat it in a couple of hours? It's like, oops.
Yeah.
You've got to keep your mouth shut with that one.
Yeah, I remember seeing people on 360 with games early. I'm like, how do they get that?
Yeah, I was terrible for it. Because what I had to do was, especially with GTA 5, it's been out that long now, I can officially say it, because I had that early, and I had to go offline for maybe a day or two, so nobody knew I had the game, because if they knew me, they knew where I got it, and I didn't want anybody to get the sack, so it was like, yeah, I've got the game. But even when you think of it now, like rare games, even over here, some are hard to come across, and I've tried my best. Like the PlayStation 1 collection, I've added more to out with my original games, but the PlayStation 2, there's been some that I haven't found, and there's always one. Did you collect any of the PlayStation 2 at all?
Oh yeah, no, I'm really into PlayStation 2. Like, I love finding weird anime games on there and stuff like that, like the RPGs. And yeah, no, I love PlayStation 2 because yeah, we were around the same age when it was out. That was an impactful console on us, because PlayStation 1 was so big. Then we got a little older and 2 hit, and it was just like, it was massive. It destroyed the Dreamcast. And I love collecting for PlayStation 2. It's just you don't find that many good games. Like even me, like it's kind of far and few, but.
I mean, because when was it out? I must have been about. I was 15. You would have been 14.
Yeah,
the time the console properly hit. And the only reason I bought it, I remember, was I wanted Zone of the Enders. I didn't really want Zone of the Enders. I wanted the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo disc.
Yeah.
But
Zone of Enders is still pretty cool, though. I like it.
The second one, I feel, fixed a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because I just remember. Do you watch Evangelion at all?
Which one?
Evangelion.
Oh yeah, no, I love that. Yeah, no.
Did it not remind you of Shinji just getting the damn robot Shinji?
Yeah, I hate Shinji. I like the whole show, but Shinji drives me crazy. Like I almost like get mad. Like I'm gonna punch my TV.
Oh, Asuka rules. But with the PlayStation 2, there's one game I legit cannot find, and it's like insane prices. Is the Rule of the Rose?
What is it called?
Rule of the Rose.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that, to tell you the truth. Yeah,
it's meant to be like an obscure masterpiece for the PlayStation 2, but there were so limited copies. It's now one of those must-own games.
Is it like was it released everywhere, like in the US and Canada and all that? And
I think it was limited.
See, I never heard of that. Yeah,
I could be lying if it was limited, but like some people, not even a sealed copy, they are selling for $100, and it's like, damn you! But I'm not playing that for a PlayStation 2 game.
No.
But like even was it a couple of days ago you got a couple of Pokemon games?
Yeah. Yeah, the guy, like, I just walk into the pawn shop and, they're like the virus, no one's in there. Like, the guy's like, I'll just give you this stuff for like $20. I'm like, sure. Because it's just like, they're just wanting to sell anything, I
mean, it's not even that. Like, even though with everything that's happening now with because that is quite scary when we actually sit and think about it. And me and you had a little chat before we started recording about it. I mean, I think as gamers, so to speak, that's kind of like our gateway to take our mind off things. And like the sales must be insane just now if they're going all digital.
Oh yeah,
because I don't know, were you seeing any? I'm not trying to say where you are working or anything, but with what you were seeing, did you see an increase before everything just kind of came to a halt?
Yeah, no, like especially when people were calling yesterday and they were like, you know, it's gonna be shut down, and it was just like, yeah, like we sold so many consoles, we sold stacks of games. Yeah, business was going good, but it's just for health reasons. They're like, we got to close it now, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It could be worse. You could be like one of, I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter. Oh, those YouTubers or influencers that are selling their own face masks.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But $25.
Wow.
And there's people buying them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's.
So you've got your hands on Animal Crossing. If we're looking at new games, because I've just got my hands on Doom, I've said to you, Doom's incredible. If anybody's not bought it yet, Animal Crossing. The last one I played was GameCube. Did you ever try that one?
Yeah, no, I wasn't big on it at the time, but like the last 7 years after I got my GameCube, I played a little bit of it, and I just kind of wanted a game. You know, I've been playing racing games, shooting games. I just wanted a kind of casual game, like, you know, we could hang out in Animal Crossing or your friends, you know, and you're just like gardening and chilling. Isn't that kind of seem relaxing?
It does, because like my other friend's got it, and that's what he messaged me out the blue, and he just went, I've died, or is it you faint in the game? You don't die, so like you faint. I was like, how did you faint? He went, a spider bit me.
Yeah,
and I was like,
spiders.
What?
Yeah,
I was like, what the hell was this? I mean, I thought it was a kid's game. He went, no, but you've got to do this and that. And I was like, right, okay. Then I was watching more and more videos, and I was like, I've got to get on this, because this is something I would sit and play for hours on end just to make sure everything looks perfect.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like we can't go outside, right? And like, well, in the game we can still hang out outside and garden or whatever.
Yeah, I'll just come across, Danny. It's okay. Just get the beers in.
Yeah. No, like I said, it's kind of like really laid back and maybe not something I'd always want to like. I wouldn't be into, but you know, kind of want to try something else after the shooting and all the racing and all that.
Yeah, because you're a big racing fan, am I right?
Well, yeah, I just got into Forza on Xbox, and I really like it. Yeah,
that's the Horizon.
The Horizon 4. Yeah, and then I just played the Division, so like I just had enough shooting after that. You know, Division 2 or whatever. I was like burnt out. I was like,
see, I've got Division on both consoles, and I think the PS4 I've beaten it to the stage where it's now where the gear is meant to work, and the Xbox just started. Like one of the ones, because I like Ubisoft games, but one of the ones that pissed me off was the new Ghost Recon. Did you try that?
No, I heard so many people bringing it back, so I was like, I heard it was so bad compared to the other one.
Yeah. Basically, it's the Division. That's the easiest way to describe it.
Yeah,
I don't understand the whole having another loot-based shooter when some work, some don't, and it's constantly online. That I despise, absolutely despise. But even like, because like me and you, like I said, like there is a year's difference, so us two have came up through, so to speak, like gaming meant something, and I think a lot of like people that are older than us will understand where we're coming from, because we never had the microtransactions, and now they're here. How do you sit on the fence with that one?
Yeah, I don't like it. Like a GTA, I got to level like 500, and I never bought one shark card. I never did anything. I just grinded my life away. But yeah, no, I don't really like it. Like I hate it when it's like pay for like colors and all this. Some stuff it's like okay, I guess I get it if you know. Like I played
Yeah,
Warframe. I have to say like I did spend money on Warframe, right? But to get some
that,
colors, but I don't.
that's a free game anyhow.
Yeah, yeah,
Free games I'm cool with.
yeah.
Because I could understand the mechanic.
Hmm.
But like, look at like Anthem. Oh
Yeah.
god, did you get that at all? Or,
No, because so many people brought it back, like every customer. So it's like I'm not playing that. You know what I mean? Like,
because I got in the CD keys for a mega reduced price,
hmm.
and I honestly say when you see how bad it was
Hmm.
for microtransactions, it was
Yeah.
horrible, and it
Yeah.
had EA written all over it. So,
The thing I
um,
like about GTA is like, yeah, you might pay for like cars and that, but like all the new like levels and all that is free. So like that's not that bad, but
I mean, because I think when Red Dead Online was coming, I think everybody seen it a mile away coming
hmm
with how greedy they were going to be with
hmm
certain things. And I think I only played Red Dead Online for the open beta,
hmm
and then that was that. I just couldn't get into it because I
Oh,
knew,
thank you.
like, it was gold bars, but like that shark card was back again.
Hmm
And it's like, no, I 80 quid to have virtual money. I'd rather just have the 80 quid. Pokemon, and I want to bring it up because I can see the
hmm
Pokeballs.
hmm
I know
Yes.
you've got a Charmander. Just
Yeah.
the random Charmander likes to appear.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Is that like a franchise you've just totally loved throughout the years it's been at, like in our lives? Because like we've seen it from
The beginning.
beginning, basically.
That's why it had such an impact because yeah, when I went into a Toys R Us, first saw the guidebook, and I
Yeah,
didn't even know it was a game. I just liked the characters, and I was going through the guidebook, and then I realized it was a game, and then I was like, I was blown away. Like I was like so anticipating, waiting for it or whatever, and it's just the characters. Like we saw what Sailor Moon before that, and like
yeah.
other anime, but this one just like and Dragon Ball Z, but probably I don't know, like Pokemon just had such an impact because catching the animals and like buying all the stuff and an impulse about it.
I think. I mean, I've still got my original copies down the stair, like red, yellow,
hmm
blue. For the life of me, I can't remember if I beat them. I
hmm
can't remember, so we'll take under the assumption I haven't beaten them. I do remember having Charizard because I wanted Charizard, and then
Yeah.
I changed his name to Bahamut for some strange reason. I can't remember why.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I'm changing your name. Then I did beat Gold. I did play that, and I beat Gold. But I think the one I did have the most enjoyment with was the one on the Switch. I
hmm
just loved, Sword was fantastic.
hmm
Have you got the Sword and Shield, or is it just
Yeah, I
one?
have both. I just played mostly Sword, but yeah, I do remember beating the first one, like Yellow and Red. Red is the one I first had, and then yeah, I had Charmander, and then I don't know. Yeah, I kind of missed out on some of the other ones. Like I do like the new Sword one because on Switch it's pretty fun and all that. But I just like for me, I am more of a Gen 1 like old. Like the originals just had such more of an impact on me. But
Yeah, yeah. It's like I get you because it's like the PlayStation One with me. See, I still look at that. That was like the greatest console ever made.
hmm
No, nobody can tell me different. It's like nope, that was the best. There could be
hmm
10 crappy games till that, maybe 2 or 3 that were like outstanding.
hmm
In the years it was alive. But did you collect the cards as well?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like we drove my mom crazy. We're like, she was spending probably like hundreds of dollars a week on that. Like I don't know why she was just to shut us up or something. Just because like like, oh, I don't want to deal with your real issues, but here's like 30 Pokemon packs. That's about the story of my life. But yeah, so yeah, no, I collected hard. We traded. I never really played the game as a kid, but everyone in the neighborhood we traded and played, like just collected and traded cards and stuff.
Same. For the life of me, Danny, I still don't know how to play the
Me
cards.
either. No, me
It's
either.
like
I never played.
I had the cards, but I don't know how to play it. I mean,
No, me either.
I do know if one of the guys is going to be listening, if it's Flo, he will end up saying he knows how to play it because like he knows his Pokemon.
Mhm.
And it's like he was the one that talked me into playing gold, and then I actually live streamed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, then given the Pokemon extravagant names, so to speak. The nicest way I can possibly say that. So, like with the trading cards, did you collect like Yu-Gi-Oh or anything like that? Or was it just
purely Pokemon? Yeah, no, and it was like the first couple generations of that, like the first set, and then as around the same time I went to Vancouver, and like just a place in where I live, and they had like so many like different Japanese brand ones, like they had like the Japanese ones, and we didn't ever saw that in my small town at the time, so like I splurged on those, and it was crazy.
Did you love the movie when it first came out?
Yeah, I liked the first movie.
The first movie?
Yeah, I never really watched any of the other ones. I've seen them, but the first one I liked because Mewtwo, I could relate to him as a kid because he had all that bottled up hatred, and like he was like, "Why am I created this way?" And like, you know what I mean? Even as a kid, being trans but not out, I dealt with like stuff like that where my brain,
Yeah, because it's like the process like you were thinking. It's like it's everything you're thinking. It's like I can relate more to this character.
Yeah, because he was so tragic. Like, why am I this way? I don't want to be like anyone else. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally understand. Because like I would have to say, if anything, I would be Charizard because I'd go and do the stuff. But then there's today, my wife. I'll go and, do you want to give me a hand with something? And it's just falling asleep. I'm like, no. So, that would probably be me. This is the lazy side. But I remember the first movie, because I always remember Pikachu crying against Ash because he gets turned to stone. I remember that. But did you watch Detective Pikachu?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
What did you think of that?
I thought it was okay. Like I liked like the world it was set in looked pretty cool. The thing about it the most, when they show one like quick clip of like actually in the Pokemon arena, like real battlers and stuff.
Yes.
I wanted that movie. I wanted the movie to be that, like actually set, like where like like in these stadiums, people battling, like the actually like how the show was,
Yeah.
But I thought it was a pretty good job still, though.
I think watching it, I don't know about you, but did you just? It was like watching a PG Deadpool.
Yeah, I could relate, yeah.
It's just watching, obviously it's Ryan Reynolds, but just watching that, it's like, this is Deadpool. They've just let him do whatever he wants again.
Yeah, he's just Deadpool, basically, and everything, and then... Yeah, like I said, like I liked it. I thought like the world it was set in with the cool Pokemon looked good. It's just like when they showed the actual battling, the real Pokemon world, I would wish like it was just 2 hours of that.
Yeah, you'd rather have the actual battles. Yeah, I totally understand. Because I like just bringing Transformers in for a second, then because that'd be like the Bumblebee movie. Everybody wants that Cybertron scene just for the entire movie.
Yeah, totally same thing. Yeah.
Yes, it is. I mean, because I always thought Charizard was a dragon, and then he's got fur.
He's not? What is he?
I don't know. I know somebody in the comment section will tell us, but I always thought he was a dragon.
Me too. I thought he was like a dinosaur type when he was a... Oh, no, Charizard. Is he a dragon, though, or not?
I don't know. Somebody in the comment section tell us, because...
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know.
They're saying Bulbasaur. I love Bulbasaur, and they're saying like he's a frog now. I was like, okay, or a toad or something. All right.
Squirtle. I've got him. I do love Squirtle.
Yeah, Squirtle's cool.
He is cool. Pikachu's okay. He's okay. He can get annoying, but I'm okay with him. The one my wife loves, and I don't see the fascination with, is Jigglypuff.
Yeah. I did as a kid, I liked Jigglypuff, but when I grew up, I was like, I can't stand it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the way, like, obviously you're not going to see us, because I was like, you know what, if we're going to be staying in the house for a couple of weeks, I'm going to shave my beard off, I'm going to just shave my hair, just look a bit more fresh face, and I'm just sitting, and I'm like, I look like a bloody Snorlax. I'm just going to sit at the top of the staircase when everybody's going to try and come past them.
Yeah, you need like one of those Snorlax onesies or whatever. Just sit there. That'd be great.
I'm going to look them up on eBay or Amazon to see how much, because I've always wanted the T-Rex onesie, the one you can inflate, and I'd just love to run about in my estate with it just to see how many people would watch this T-Rex just run about.
Yeah, those T-Rexes are pretty funny. Those are cool.
So with your collection, Danny, like we touched on it in the last video, but like, so your VHS collection, your gaming collection, the Transformers collection, the collection of not DS lights, the Switch lights. You're like me. You're like me, and it's actually good to actually see. I'm looking at your room, okay, and I can see the Transformers. I can see the gaming, and you can only see the games here. Unfortunately, I think you can see some Legos.
Yeah, Legos, the Pops. Yeah.
Because I'd love to have the Transformers up here, but with the collection, try to think, is it like one of those things where you look at it and it's because it reminds you so much of your childhood? It's like, right, okay, I've got to bring this back. I want this back in my life now. And nobody else is going to tell me otherwise. It's like, this is mine. So is anything else you think, what can I add to this collection? Space provided, as long as your apartment's got plenty of space.
Yeah, no, for sure. I do feel that. Like, yeah, no, I don't have a lot of space. And, like, yeah, I collect it to, like, to reminisce. I live in the past. I don't collect my stuff for value. I don't care. Like, if I get a good deal on something, I'm just happy. I'm just happy to have it for me, you know? And, like, if I was in a tight spot, I could probably, sell some things here and there and I could manage, you know, right? But, I'm like, the Ninja Turtles stuff, because I know Ninja Turtles, like you said, there was Hero Turtles where you are, so it's not as big. But, you know, like, that's the stuff I'm like trying to collect a little like sparse, but I really want to get more. Like they have that new Slash coming out and all these other guys, and I'm like, I just want them all, but I don't really like, you know, like try to hone my stuff from retro Transformers, VHS, you know, not get into too many things. But
no, I can agree with you because as it's like one of those ones. It's got to go back to. This has actually got to go back to AVG because I had some of my stuff through my teenage years, and that was just mostly because I was working. So I didn't really see the point in collecting. It was either work, go out, drink. It's just everything else that goes along with your teenage years. And then in my 20s, I think that's when it changed. And I just remember, like, AVG, the VHSs, I've got to admit, I think I've got some still in my mum's house, but I'm more, like, I enjoy the DVDs, I enjoy Blu-ray, but it was the console collecting that got me, and I was like, right, okay, I want to have back, I still had some of my old consoles, but I want to have the rest I missed. And then the gaming collection started to the point where it's like you're buying obscure games and you would play them. It's not just you're buying them for this is a rare game. This. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, I would not sell any of my stuff. It's like, this is me. This is who I am. And it's like you're buying Bikini Samurai Squad. Why? That's because it's something I wanted to buy.
Yeah, no, that's what you need in your collection. Exactly. Like
you need a Bikini Samurai Squad.
Yeah.
As bad as it is, but you need it in that collection.
Yeah.
The thing. I mean, I didn't have. Have you still got your Pokemon cards?
Well, I actually got, like, I collected a bit more of them recently because, like, there was this huge thing going on. I was like, I'll buy a couple packs again, and I shouldn't have because then I got all this new stuff that I don't even want anymore. But I still have my original, like, Charizard and, like, my original Gen 1 cards. I held on to those, but...
You need to carry a Pikachu card or anything like that with you.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, that's what I do in my wallet. It's just... Yeah, I just whip it. If I'm getting something, there's a wee Detective Pikachu just sitting there, just for conversation starters. Like, why you got that?
That's cool.
But the collecting,
But are you still going to like retro stores and trying to like, or like shops and get old stuff like a lot still, or is it slowed down, or?
It's hard to get them, pal. It's
Okay.
really hard. With gaming, the stores are very, very vast in between with what you can buy is mostly online. Like the
Okay.
game stores over here, it's just basically this gen and last gen. Last
Okay.
gen, if lucky. So it's eBay or nothing. And you might get the occasional store with, like, so there's a Mega Drive or a Genesis, or there's a Dreamcast or a Sega Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really rare if you do see them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the prices kick in. And it's the same with Pokemon cards, Transformers, everything. And I mean, I've said it a million times. Like, I'm living in the wrong country. Like, because I know, like, if I was in Canada, if I was in America, I would splurge in stores like these because
Mm-hmm.
then I would have the collection I want. Where it would go, I don't know, but I'd have the stuff I would want, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But over here, it depends what you're looking for. But if you were, just say for talk's sake, if you came over here and you wanted to visit Scotland, but you want to go look for gaming,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have a
No.
hard time.
Do they have
Time.
like they have like thrift stores and value villages there, or?
Second-hand stores, they really, if it's gaming,
Mhm.
which you do see some gaming, but it's like, here's 20 copies of FIFA Soccer
Yeah.
2000 whatever year. Here's Sing Stars, here's Buzz, and it's the same
Mhm.
stuff over and over again.
Mhm.
And that's how, with like the gaming, it was just like I had to just constantly eBay. So like
Mhm.
the Dino Crisis trilogy, I think it was like £60, which I
Mhm.
know if you went to a thrift store, you would probably have got that a lot cheaper than what I paid for.
Yeah, maybe. Like the pawn shops are like my secret thing here in Canada, like if we're in my area, because they're like I said, it made the rapport, and then like people will hold stuff. But it has slowed down though in the last like 2 years, I'd say. Like even for me, like you don't see like I used to see like tons of 64 stuff. Now that I don't see as much, and.
I mean, 64 was. I remember actually I got that console for free. I can't remember why I got the console for free.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't think I've ever used it,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
I've got games there for it.
Hmm.
The only happy thing is at least now I can play Doom 64 because that came with Doom Eternal.
Yeah, that's
I,
cool.
I don't have to worry about putting in the Doom 64 cartridge. But yeah, it is a nightmare, and I think that's one of the things. Like, if like a collector side, uh, even even if you're taking like what we do is like YouTubers with the like so the reviews, like if we're wanting to show anything that's in likes of Earthrise or Siege, I
Hmm.
know with Canada or America, you're going to be maybe 4 or 5 months in front of me before you can even get here.
Oh wow.
Some strange reason, Earthrises came early this year. I
Hmm.
don't know why.
Hmm.
Probably because we all cracked up to Hasbro. Um, but when it came to, because I think games now it's the same launch date. So
Hmm.
even if it's a brand new game, like we're okay. It's just like obviously the time difference is where
Yeah.
we have the. It's just that's it. It's just basically me and you've got Call of Duty to say Call of Duty. As much as I don't want another one,
Yeah.
I'm sick of the game, and it's like okay, but because of the time difference that it's 8 hours,
Yeah. I think
eight
so.
hours or 9 hours. What is that? Something like that.
Yeah, it's 2 here right now, so 2 p.m.
So that'd be 10 p.m. here. 8 hours, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god, somebody in the chat just tell me, remind me the time differences. These things I'm going to learn. So I need to know if Charizard's a dragon. I need to know the time zones. And if any of you know, please send me the cure for male pattern baldness because I'm still working on that in my quarantine state. I miss my hair. I miss my frosted tips and everything.
Yeah.
that you would get a good laugh at. You would honestly get a good laugh at that. When I had long hair.
Yeah, that's cool. Though.
But so when with the collecting, when did you really start back up with it? Was it like early 20s, or was it just one day you just went, no, what? I'm doing it, that's it, nobody can stop me?
It was like later 20s, because me and my ex, like that I was with for like 9 years, we broke up, and that was like 2013-ish. Mm-hmm. And like she always had her console she had as a kid. She kept her NES 64 and everything, so she took all that with her, right? Until we broke up. And after, because 9 years we just had all our favorite games, and then like I don't know, like, you know, like the depression of being broken up and all that stuff like kind of fed into it, and I was like, well, I need that stuff back. I need I need a 64, I need a Super NES, I need a PS1. And it just kind of fed into that, like, keep your mind, like, you know, focused on something, you know. And before that, too, I picked up stuff, you know, before, like, I kept my stuff. I had a lot of Xbox One, 360 stuff that I always kept, you know, but...
I mean, the only thing you'd have to worry then is, like, say, if you find a partner, and they're a collector...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I want to date another collector. I'll slap you in the face.
Where is everything going to go?
I don't know. Yeah, like, this is mine. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that'd be tough. Yeah, but...
There's a line across the room. Don't cross that line.
This is my stuff. But yeah, no, yeah, like, yeah, it's just funny. But yeah, need a big place if you're gonna date another collector.
I mean, I wouldn't say my wife's my wife's not a collector. No, she has shoes. I would give her that one. But with the rest of the thing, she's not really. And everything's got to be neat and tidy. Like, don't get me wrong, the Transformer room is a mess. That is a complete riot. But my gaming room, even though there's plenty of space on the floor, this is a mess. And see, that way I'm looking about and I'm like, well, and it's probably just because where my green screen is, what's in the bag, I've got the bag and all that stuff for the green screen. That's like, the dog can stand on it, the cats can go on it, and it's, thank God she's not a collector, because it would be really bad. And I totally agree with you. It's like, I could do with that shelf. Even that shelf.
Yeah, and when I was with my ex, because, you know, I spent like basically a decade with them. It's like I lived with them for like 8 years or whatever. It was like actually lived together. So it was like they were always like, you don't need this stuff, you don't need that stuff. So like once I was on my own, it kind of like I was like, well, I can do whatever I want. I can buy 100 Ninja Turtles right now. I can.
Oh, I totally understand where you're coming from, pal.
Yeah, just
similar background story with previous ex. She wasn't a collector, and it just she didn't understand it in a sense. Like, why would you spend your money on all these things? Bear in mind, okay, I did enjoy having like a drink outside work and everything else you just done at the time. But she never got it either. Like, my wife gets it. My wife gets it.
Yeah, that's very cool.
She knows it's like that's more me, and it's. I'd rather drop maybe like £30 on an Earthrise figure than buy, say, a crate of beer.
Same, yeah. I don't drink at all. So
it's like I hardly drink anymore. Well, I shouldn't really drink anymore, but maybe like the one time in the year I do. But it's like Bud Light now, if anything. It's not even fun. So it's. I mean, I miss my Jaeger. Mr. Jaeger's no more. But,
yeah, you miss those days, but.
Yeah, but I'm the same as you in the sense where it's like people. They don't get it. They really don't, and it's like, well, but this makes us happy in the sense of it's homely. This is our homely life compared to. I would rather have this here than playing white walls and a TV and a screen. You see,
Yeah, just a boring like you're not having a couple Leonardos or Optimus Primes out. It's just like, come on now.
that's six. It's talking points. If somebody comes to your apartment or somebody comes to like my house, it's like there's talking points when you walk in. Like, what's that over there?
Hmm.
And like, if anybody could see your stuff, like instantly I can click and see a Japanese box. I don't know if that's a Decepticon or an Autobot 31 next to your Devastator.
This side?
Left side. This side.
This one?
Yes. Under Donatello.
Oh yeah, because there's the Soundwave, but that's the Sound Blaster, like the Encore reissue.
Oh,
like this one. Yeah. And then and then there's what's his name? I'm just spacing on the name, not Blaster, but the other guy.
Twin Cast.
Yeah, Twin Cast. Yeah, I always get it tongue tied, but yeah, Twin Cast. Those are just those Encore reissues. They had like a sale on that Big Bad Toy Store, so they're like 25% off. So I was like, I'll grab those.
I mean, because those are like amazing talking points. When you come into somebody's house and you see all that stuff, I mean, instantly, like, I've just clocked them, and then I've seen a Game Gear next to Donatello.
Yeah.
and it's like you've done the same. It's like I can see your pop figures. Yeah. To me, that's more fun than just walking in and going, oh, that's a nice grey wallpaper you've got, or what shade of grey did you paint?
The only thing that because my place is kind of small, it's like it sucks because if you meet new people, you don't know how trustworthy they are. You're gonna have to be very careful who you invite to your home because they can just pick up like $100 item and take it.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't get that. It's like, how can this toy be worth so much? And it's like, but that's what it is. It doesn't matter. If you're looking at it like a monetary sense, like that person's took it, they're going to sell it, maybe make say $20 on it. It's the fact it's priceless to us, and I think whatever we collect is priceless. Because you would say that about like your VHS collection. That is priceless to you.
But yeah, no, it is priceless to me. The VHSs, like, they're just fun to collect,
So have you got an old TV with the VCR set up to watch them? Or...
No, not in this place. Yeah, no, I wish. Like, that's the dream. It's just my room. It's like, I got so much stuff in there, and like, yeah, I just don't have a room. But if I had it, I have the VCRs. I just don't have the TV.
Maybe at the pawn shop. Maybe one day.
Yeah, I never see I know I don't see the old ones as much anymore. But yeah, that's the thing too. I was looking at like $500 like old TVs, and I was like, you don't need to spend $500 on an old TV. Like trying to get the best old TV like that they have on eBay. I'm like, no, that's not probably right.
$500 over here would get you a good 4K TV.
I know, that's why. Like my friend was like telling me like, don't do it. You're like, that's just stupid.
So. Your mum, like, let's see if our mums are closer to this one as well, right?
Yeah.
Is your mum an enabler with your collection?
Well, like, yeah, because it comes back to what I said earlier when she was just like, I don't want to deal with like some of your issues at the time, so I'm gonna go take you out and buy a new Xbox, right? So it was like that just got me into the thing of like buying all the time, like, and not for like you said monetary value. It just got me that impulsive like nature of collecting and buying. Because she's like, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna deal with that issue about you, but I'm gonna take you to Toys R Us and you could pick out 3 Transformers. You know what I mean? So
does she do that for your birthday and Christmas still?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, like Christmas like Boxing Day the next day in Canada, I had them running out to get me a Donkey Kong Country and stuff like that. So they enabled it for sure as a kid. Like they made me like like.
So we should be doing it for your birthday coming up.
Oh yeah, no, she already spoiled me for the birthday. She paid for some stuff already, and just I'm 33 years old and I'm still getting like spoiled, and yeah.
I totally agree, because when I was my mum, what Transformer have you not got? We'll get me Predaking, but I was getting the wee Yang version instead of the Power of the Primes. And it's like, I totally can understand you, because my mum's the exact same. I'm easier to buy with a game or a Transformer.
Mm-hmm.
get me them, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I am told you don't have to get me t-shirts, you don't have to get me clothes, just get me them, and I'm completely happy with everything. I mean, I'm sorted for that Christmas and even birthday, because the scary thing is, like, there's only a day apart between me and you. Well, a year, but a day.
I know, that's so weird. I know, I can't believe that. April 10th for me, and then
April 11th for me.
Yeah,
that is
crazy.
absolutely scary.
Yeah.
That's one thing I did want to ask, because it's like, I know what my mum's like, and like she'll see. I remember it was like 1 year she seen something and she was going to order it. She went, "Oh, I seen this Transformer for you," and I was like, "Send me a link on from eBay. Send me a link so I can just see it, and I'll tell you if I've got it." Now it's something Power Rangers. Now I'd said no. I think the only Power Rangers thing I'd have back, if I could, is the original Megazord and Dragonzord.
Yeah, Dragonzord. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Did you have any of those when you were...
I had Power Ranger toys. Like, my family, like, that Megazord at the time was almost impossible to get in Canada. Like, it was like, my family, they tried. Like, my mom tried. She got me so many other things that I always wanted, but it was just... Yeah, that was hard to get. I never had that. But I had the white Tigertron one, you know, the white tiger that turns into a robot.
Oh, what was it called?
Yeah.
Tigerzord or something?
Tigerzord, yeah. And I even had the sword, too, with the talking head. And I was like, just playing around.
That's right, I remember. Because, I mean, I had Megazord and I had Dragonsword. I never had, was it Titanus or what?
I wanted that so big, the long neck, yeah.
And it's like, you can get them now, but they're like £100 a pop, and it's like, it's $300. Is it worth it now? I don't know. I think I might actually... I wouldn't collect all the Zords, but I would like to have those free back again. I think I've still got parts of my Megazord. I don't know what the rest of it is. I know I've got the T-Rex. The T-Rex was my favourite. But I don't know. It's like, that was like one of the ones where I enjoyed the show. Didn't realise it was out years before we got to see it. I didn't know it was Super Sentai. I didn't know that. And it was like, oh, that's the 9th season. You're getting it first season.
Yeah, no, I had no idea. I just knew, like, yeah, that was a huge impact on us too. Like, you know, kids were fighting in the playgrounds playing Power Rangers. They're trying to ban playing Power Rangers because kids are getting beat up. Yeah. And
then they banned wrestling. So if I want to give somebody a Stone Cold Stunner in high school, I'm going to give somebody a Stone Cold Stunner in high school.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember kids were taking pops and like smashing them together and.
Danny, I still done that with beer.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like, I just remember it. Yeah.
And I think it made it extra special when I finally got an Austin t-shirt, and I just done it in my back garden and just drank two cans of beer. I mean, wrestling, were you into that at all, or was that just one of the things?
No, I was big into the wrestling, like the Stone Cold Attitude Era. Like, I loved him. Mick Foley's my favorite. Like, I love Mick Foley. Just because like the stunts he did were so cool as a kid, and
legend.
Yeah. So I witnessed the peak of that. So now I'm kind of faded out on it because it's not like that Attitude Era was so good.
Yeah, it's not the same at all. Like, I think we got it. Well, depending, obviously, I know some people enjoy it with like Hulk Hogan and that. I didn't really... Going back, I watched some of it in the WWE Network, but I don't enjoy it as much as like that Attitude Era when it was Austin, Mick Foley, The Rock, Vince McMahon. Like that was like the pinnacle of wrestling.
Yeah, Triple H and everyone, the drama.
And like even now, it's not the same. But like Mick Foley, I've met him when he was doing his comedy tour. So I'll have to find his book. I'll send you the picture because I got to meet him and see that way. I was just starstruck. But the thing was, he was such a nice guy.
That's what I loved about him. He seemed so modest and humble and just cool. Like,
I mean, I'm sitting there and I'm like, mate. And my total sorry, vaping there. I was like, mate, in total Glaswegian way. It's like, you're an absolute legend of my life. And the Hell in a Cell match, that I wouldn't call it a match because nothing happened, but that just, I think that's when you knew wrestling wasn't is what it got made now. Like, we all thought at a young age, this is real.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was the match. It kind of showed you it's not real. This is something serious that's happened.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But no, I'm the same with you. Like, I used to always watch wrestling. I never missed a WrestleMania. I still love those. And like last year was boring as hell. But it's like 10 hours. I missed 3 hours was maximum, was brilliant.
Yeah.
10 hours for the time it gets to the main event, it's
too long. Yeah.
Yeah. And
but my family loved it too. Like my stepdad, he was like grabbing kids and like doing like, you know, grabbing kids and doing moves on them at my house. Like we're all wrestling. Like my stepdad was such a huge Stone Cold fan. Like all the T-shirts and.
Did you get any of the belts at all?
No, but we did but we made them out of cardboard and stuff. Like,
yes!
Yeah, and like I thought it was funner because you could like design your own and then like, but we had like all these plastic like container lids we'd hit each other in the heads with and stuff. Yeah,
exact same. Eventually, I got a few of the foam belts. I remember I got the Austin belt. I always wanted the Austin belt, the cool. Smoking Skull. Then it was just the foam belt. I was over the moon, and then I went for some reason bought the Rock elbow pads.
That's cool.
So it's like, yes, like okay, like this is what we're going to do. And what we used to do, we took it so serious. We'd actually try and book what we had to do with our like what. Did you ever see the South Park episode when it was like real wrestling?
Kind of, but probably years ago, yeah. So
we're properly booking our matches and like you've got to do a run in here and stuff. We took it so serious; it was unbelievable.
Yeah, I think we did too. Like we made our own characters and costumes and stuff, and our own like walk-ins and stuff. Be like in a living room or whatever.
It's brilliant, and when I look back at it now, it's like just even talk about it. Like I'm remembering some of the things that, like we used to do, and it's like that was amazing, absolutely incredible. And it's like just now, I was over the moon the day I got my first proper wrestling belt, and I actually sat with it over my shoulder.
That's just cool, yeah.
Because Edge was my favorite.
Edge, yeah.
And I got his spinning belt with the rated R.
I remember that. Yeah,
I just sat there like, yep. Then I got the John Cena spinning belt, so I was like, even though I was not a fan, but I was like, I like the belt. I like the US type. It was mostly for the colours, but even now it's like I can't go Brock Lesnar. I just can't go him.
No.
No. And there's Goldberg back.
That's crazy. Yeah, I can't believe it. The thing I liked Paige for a while, like, and I liked that Diva show a bit, but then like she got hurt, and then like it just sucked.
Yeah, it's just not. I think like the two of you said, it's like we grew up in the pinnacle, and then when you look back, like we had maybe. Did you have any of the figures?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I had a lot of them actually. Yeah,
but.
I still have. I got like all the new Page ones and all that. Yeah,
I had a few, but I always remember more this is how we're going to do a show. Like like said, we're hitting each other with.
Yeah,
and that to me was a lot better than
the toys.
The toys in the ring, and it's like okay, like I'm doing this wrestling move. It's like no, go out and do a proper wrestling move. And yeah, it's so scary when you think back to then and now. And I don't know if it's just because like now, well, we are classed as adults. I'm still a big kid.
Yeah, I know it's hard to.
People our age have like they've got kids, and it's like it's bubble wrap. I see, and it's like. You've done that when we were kids, and it's like, but they're not getting to do that.
I know. Oh yeah, kids aren't getting to do what we got to do at all. Yeah,
no, and it's insane some of the stuff we all got away with, I mean, because I think the closest I've seen is Nerf guns, and it's like,
Yeah.
but even at that, I don't see anybody having a Nerf gun fight.
Not as much, yeah. Like no, yeah, they were big like when we were younger. I remember having all the Nerf guns, and on birthday parties, there'd be like 12 kids in a war, like.
Or the Super Soakers.
Yeah, Super Soakers too. Those are so big.
And then it was like, okay, Mum, I need remember there was one that was like a shotgun. I remember that because it had the main nozzle, but then the air pressure at the back, and then you had like the double barrel one.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like stronger force, and then you had one that was a bit lying, but it's a lot bigger. It's like, no, you need the bigger one because it holds more water and it shoots water further. And then if you didn't have that, and if it wasn't like your mum's payday, it's like you just had to fill up like a 2 liter plastic bottle or a 4 liter plastic bottle, and just cut a hole in the top, and just that was grenades.
Yeah. And even the water balloon fights, like you don't see that as much. Yeah.
Oh, honestly, guys, if you're younger than us, you have missed out. Totally have missed out.
And everything was so neon colored, like I had that yellow, the classic yellow and green Super Soaker, and it was just like fun and extreme,
Oh, that was that, yeah, because I always kept remember it was like that with Tycho RC, and every advert was just like extremely big red neon letters with this car that done flips, or the one that was had a cobra's head in it, and it popped up just to shoot water. You don't even you don't even see anything like that now, and it's
the changing color cars, like the G2 Transformers, like everything was just like so in your face and cool. Like I don't know, I missed it. I miss it all the time.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I do miss parts of that because that's when everything was everything in a sense was so simple, but at the same time it's like, but now I can buy the stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be a 35-year-old guy running about in my back garden chasing my dog with a water gun.
I know. That's what I think. My mom comes over and I'm like there with my 2 Nerf guns, 33 years old, just sitting in all my toys.
No, you've got to do that. You've got to do that. See the next time she's coming up, just build like your base and just wait for her walking in the door.
Yeah, no,
but no, that's something I would do to my mum. I mean, even like my mum's like 60 this year, and because I know she won't listen to this, so I'm safe. So I know like what I'm going to do, and obviously I'm going to get her a present, but I was going to print out like info about a retirement home. Just to give her it.
That's hilarious.
There you go, Mum. You might meet new people. You might even meet a new man in there. Just on you go.
Yeah, that's what I worry about my mom when she gets older and she's like in a home. She'll be like trying to get all the men or whatever.
No, I can't. Oh, my mum is too. She's like me. I'm the double of my mum. Sense with like the sense of humour, the way I look at life and how I treat people, I've always learnt through her compared to my dad. And like she would see the funny side in that totally with me, but oh no, she would be the type of one that's going to still be in the same house. She's going to be looking after the grandkids, and that's her happy. She's happy. She gets my 2 nieces over. And it's like, oh, Mum, what did you do today? I watched Frozen 8 times. And I'm like, oh, like once was enough for me and I had to sit through it because of my niece. But 8 times is enough to drive me insane.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a big Disney fan. I don't know about you, but I hate musicals.
Well, yeah, I don't like it. Like, I don't mind, like, like Little Mermaid or something, but I mean, the older classic stuff, the old original Lion King I like, but anything new, no, not really. But I'm not a super fan, I liked it as a kid. I still admire the old animation, but I'm not like, I'm not collecting like, oh, look at all my Simbas,
Just hold one up.
Yeah. I got it. Like, check out my Nalas. Like, no, I can't.
I want a Simba toy now just to do that for out my window.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have just got a ginger cat now instead of Cloud being black. Like, just whole Cloud.
Simba, yeah.
There's a wee Simba. Or I could do it with a baby Grimlock. I don't know. I think the baby Grimlock would suit me better. But no, I'm just saying, it's like, you look at the animation, and like, even like the cartoons we had, you look at the animation was incredible. It's the same with like Japanese anime. I can't even watch the new stuff. I just no. I'm still.
Did you ever like Dragon Ball Z or no?
No.
No, I couldn't get into it.
No, couldn't get into it. But see, I'm kind of sticking my mum in here because it's like, yeah, mum, this is okay to watch. So it's like there's her 9-year-old son watching Wicked City.
Okay.
Have you seen Wicked City?
Oh no.
Right. Go on Google and type in Wicked City Spider Lady.
Yeah, you might have to send that to me. Sorry, I'm not the best at spelling.
Right, I'll send it to you just
now.
Just so I can get your reaction to this, because
sorry.
No, pal, don't worry. I need to get your reaction to this, because this how I got away with this for so long is unbelievable. Spider Woman. Okay. Images. Yep, that's actually a good picture to send. That will explain it in great detail. Okay, save that there. So anybody listening, if you've seen Wicked City, you understand what I'm talking about. If you haven't, look up Wicked City and type in Spider Lady. Okay.
Yeah, you sending on Facebook or Twitter
or Twitch? Twitch? It's because I've seen Twitch there. DMing it, you pal.
Okay. Twitter.
Where is it? There it's there. Now, bear in mind, I was 9-year-old. 9 years old. And I'm silenced just so we can get Danny's reaction.
I'll check it. Yeah, okay, I'm looking. What? Wait, that was on TV or what?
It was on. We used to have a satellite satellite channel called Bravo, and they showed old 90s and late 80s, like adult anime, not obviously hentai, but adult anime. Adult anime. I couldn't get the word right there. And I remember seeing Wicked City, Bubblegum Crisis,
Crisis,
AD Police, stuff like that, and see that way. I remember I was saying, because my mum used to always record it for me, and I was like, oh yeah, what did you get up the weekend? Yeah, I seen a lady that had a spider web coming out.
Wow,
but it was a good anime.
Have you ever seen Ninja Scroll?
Love Ninja Scroll.
Yeah, me too.
Love
Ninja
Scroll.
Too. It's one of my favorites from back then.
Because there was one I did enjoy, MD Geist. I'd hated the second part, but I loved the first part.
I don't think I've seen that maybe like once or twice, but way long ago. I always like Ghost in the Shell as well, though, the original.
Yeah.
Ghost
in the Shell was fantastic. Kira was phenomenal. Like even Guyver, I liked Guyver at the time.
Me too, yeah. The live action ones even I liked when I was a kid. The cool suits and stuff.
Mark Hamill in the first one, and the second one was, funnily enough, the guy that does Solid Snake.
Wow.
Yeah, it's David Hayter. And I'm trying to think of other ones that, like, at the time I seen and I was like, holy shit, what am I watching here?
Dirty Pair. Did you ever watch that? Dirty Pair? Yeah. It was like a kind of cop duel, but in space or whatever.
Violent Jack. I remember that.
Yeah. I remember hearing that, yeah.
and it's like they're 18 for a reason. But then again, my mum would like.
Oh no, yeah. My mom showed me Rambo when I was like 4 years old. She's like, "We're watching like First Blood." I'm like, "Okay, you know."
Mum was the same. It's like she is a big horror fan. Not as much now, but she was back in the day. And 4 years old, 5 years old, roughly about that, was like, here's Poltergeist. And of course it was like, I always thought it was a Spielberg movie, and I realised it was a Tobe Hooper movie.
Okay,
yeah, but it's just now because it looks like a Spielberg movie.
Totally.
Yeah. And I fell in love with horror movies, and then 8 years old. At the time, it was banned here. I don't know if it was banned in Canada, but it was banned here, along with Child's Play, videos like that. And it was the original Evil Dead. That scared the shit out of me when I was young. But it's my favourite horror movie. I was scared of stuff like that as a kid. Like anything supernatural, like I'd get nightmares from. But I could watch like Terminator all day and not care. Terminator. I don't like the new ones, but
no, first two.
First two. I mean, my attitude towards them's kind of changed though. I don't know if you're the same. It's like growing up, T2 was like that was the big one for us. And then you had all the toys that came out, but everybody loved Terminator 2. But when you watch the first one and then you realise he was the bad guy, it was okay. But now, like, my perception is switched.
I love the first one, yeah.
And it's like the first one to me is my favourite.
It is better. It is, yeah. As a kid, too, I always liked the second one because of the action, but as I got older, first one I liked more. And I love when it's the full robot at the end chasing them. That's the best part.
Yeah, and it's hard to believe that was an independent movie.
Well, oh, yeah, I forget that, too. Yeah,
it was unbelievable. And that's how I love, like, even looking at the Terminator stuff. And I hate where it's went now.
Me, too. It's not even close to anything of those first two.
And it's like Aliens. The first movie I loved.
Me too.
That horror slasher.
Me too. I love the first one.
I class it as that. I know it's sci-fi, but it's because the thing's hunting.
It is. Yeah, it's a slasher, but just set in space or whatever.
Yeah. But Aliens 2, that to me is still probably my top action movie. I just love how the story plays out. And then the build up to the end with the Queen Alien.
Yeah, the Queen, so good.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, me too.
And it's like, guys, if none of you have seen that, watch it. How old's it now?
It came out in 1986, right? Or
it's well over 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch it. No, hands are butts. If you've not seen it, you're missing out.
Yeah, I just remember that because it's the year I was born, so it was like Aliens.
Absolutely fantastic movie. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Movie. But what we'll do is we'll knock this one on the head because that's well over an hour. We've done the podcast we really wanted to get done.
Yeah.
And it's been fantastic having you back on, Danny. Absolutely fantastic.
Sure.
So instead of this being a collector's thing, this is just everything.
Yeah, that's fine. We could just talk forever. Like, I get it. Like,
it's like just find anything from the childhood, and it's like, oh, Tamagotchis. I killed mine. I cheated to make it older.
Nice. Yeah. No, I never could even get past the first few stages, but
I never had an official one. I had a knockoff, and it was like it's just a dinosaur egg.
Yeah, a Digimon they had, or something.
Oh. And it was like, okay, how do I feed it? I don't know. The instructions are in Japanese or Chinese. You know what? I know how to change the date, and I just put a year ahead, and the thing just comes back. It's lying out as a skeleton. It's like,
that's awesome.
I've killed it. Oh, thank God for Nintendogs.
Yeah, Nintendogs is awesome.
I don't know how my dog's been for the last 10 years, but it probably needs a bath and deflate.
Yeah, I love the racing in those games. The racing was so fun. Like the ones that had that extra mini racing game. Do you remember that?
What?
Yeah, it's in there in some of the Nintendo games. Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I just took it for a walk, bring it home, threw the ball about, and turned off the DS.
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, it's bad enough the DS couldn't understand my language.
Yeah.
Oh, it's absolutely a nightmare. But Danny, thank you so much, pal, for tuning back in, joining us again.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it. It's so fun. It got me my mind off, less anxiety, thoughts.
Yeah, yeah. Everything in society just now is absolutely horrendous. Guys, if you're listening, I hope you are all safe. Please, please check out Danny. I'm going to leave descriptions for everything she does in the description box below. So check out her YouTube channel and everything else. You'll love her content. It is incredible. And her new video, it just came out, was the Donatello and who was with him? Was it Krang?
Yeah, Crane, the NECA figure or whatever.
The NECA figures. Mm-hmm. Guys, check it out. Check that one out. And I will see you next time. Danny, thank you again.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And that is us, guys. Catch you later. Thank you for everyone to tune in today's video. If you want to make Baby Grimlock happy, why not hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. All new videos are always coming right here in Optimus Wilbur Reviews. If you'd like to follow me in any of my social media links, all the descriptions are in the description box below. And of course, as always, I cannot stress this enough, I wish to thank Cybertronic Spree for allowing me to use their song Cybertronic Warrior as the theme of this channel. Guys, this is an incredible band that does incredible covers, and recently just done an amazing album of the Transformers 1986 movie soundtrack. Please follow them and all their social media links. I have every description in the description box below. Please check them out, and as always, Transformer fans, till all are one.